Picture this. You watch one of my videos on how to generate passive income on Etsy by selling digital products with the help of AI. You get all excited and you start researching on your niche. And then you craft SEO optimized listings with stunning images. Balancing your 9 to 5 job, you invest for hours daily, investing blood, sweat, and tears, and gradually you start seeing your efforts bear fruit. Sales starts rolling in and you're making money to finally quit your 9 to 5 and go all in. You're making about $200. That is $6,000 a month. Awesome, right? But then one night you check your Etsy app before bed and bam, your heart drops. You are greeted by a dreaded red notification. Your account has been suspended. You panic, you email Etsy back and forth, and your store doesn't seem like it's going to come back. Hours, days, months, and yes, of hard work down the drain in matter of minutes. As disturbing as this sounds, this is the reality for many Etsy sellers, including myself, at one point. Even when there is no clear reason in some cases for this happening, you literally have no control over your business. But all of this is about to change. It is important to mention that this video is not to discourage anyone, but to tell you the truth, show you the reality, and provide you with a plan to navigate 2024 and beyond. So in this video, I'll be providing you with 5 strategies to help you succeed on Etsy, show you different brands that have implemented these strategies successfully, and how I intend to implement these strategies myself. Before we dive into these strategies, let's take a look at the Etsy platform and why are sellers raving to sell on the Etsy platform. One of the reasons would be traffic and exposure, or what you can call inbuilt audience. Let's take a look at some statistics. Etsy has 499 million visitors every given month and above 95 million active buyers. That's a huge amount of number to tap into, right? Etsy provides access to large and established customer base who are seeking and willing to buy handmade items, vintage items, digital products, print on demand, name it. Another advantage of Etsy, or why people want to sell on Etsy platform, is low barrier of entry, in the sense that you can start selling on Etsy today with no large initial capital investment. You don't even need to have an extensive technical knowledge to be able to sell on Etsy. This is one of the good things about the Etsy platform. And the third reason would be ease of use. The platform is designed to be intuitive and straightforward. Even for those who are not tech savvy, you can use the Etsy platform very easily. That's one of those reasons I love about the Etsy platform. But with all these good things being said about Etsy, there are some downsides to selling on Etsy, and one would be Etsy control and dependency. Because this is a third-party platform, it means you have less control on your branding, on the customer experience, or even having access to your customers, like having customer emails so you can message them when you have more sales or when you are moving platforms. These are things that you don't have access to because it's a third-party platform. Another downside of Etsy would be high competition. With the popularity of Etsy means that some of the categories you want to sell on are basically saturated market. You definitely, as a new seller or you're an upcoming seller, you need to do so much more to stand out among numerous established shops already. And then from the high competition leads all the way to price wars. Many Etsy sellers are offering similar products like you want to sell. There's a tendency for price undercutting to attract more customers to happen, and this can quickly lead to race to the bottom where sellers reduce prices to the point of minimal profit. The main challenge is how do you maintain a balance between competitive pricing and sustainable profit margin? These are the questions that a lot of people are asking selling on the Etsy platform. But just looking at all I have said, both the pros and the cons of selling on Etsy platform, it's important that sellers need to weigh these factors and carefully understand how to maximize their success on the platform. If you're finding value so far in this tutorial, kindly hit that like button. It helps YouTube algorithm recommend this video to more people, and it also tells me that you like this type of content. Thank you so much. With that being said, the first strategy that I'll be talking about would be, first of all, start an Etsy shop. You would say, with all this you have mentioned, should we still start an Etsy shop? Yes, because I believe that Etsy, it's a platform friendly for beginners. I would say create your Etsy store following tips and tricks that I've already covered on this channel. I'm not going to go through over it. This video doesn't get so long. I will link the playlist in the card above, and I'll also show the playlist on your screen as well, where I have covered step by step how to create your own Etsy store, how to do your niche research, how to put your products together, list your products, and start making sales. All of those are in that playlist. First of all, create an Etsy store and start getting a bit of traction. The next strategy would be set up your email list. This is something that Etsy has given opportunity to sellers to set up in recent times, where you could be able to set up an email list and your customers could be able to join your list. Anytime you're moving stores, you will be able to inform your customers and you could move your customers to that platform. Let me show you what I mean. To set up your email marketing, I like to use Everbee email marketing to set this up because it's very simple and can be automated. If you already have an Everbee account, this is within your Everbee monthly plan, so you don't need to pay for this extra. But if you don't have an Everbee plan, you could always use the link in the description box and you could get you to this and you could start setting up your email marketing. Click on try Everbee email and it loads up. If you already linked an account, I have already linked an account, and then it brings you to this dashboard. So this dashboard tells you the revenue you have made, the emails that have been sent out, the campaigns you have. So I'll just quickly show you how the campaigns work and what you can easily set up. Here you have two types of campaigns. You have the order campaign and you have the subscriber campaign. In the order campaign, it's just basically transaction emails that tells the customers their order has been confirmed, when it has been shipped. If you're selling things that are not digital products like print on demand products, then you have review requests. So you're asking them to write a review for your product. And that is one good thing about email marketing, because you can easily just get reviews just like that. And as well, you can get repeat customers without paying extra for your customers coming back to your store. And then you also have what we call subscriber campaigns. Here you could send them messages to welcome them into your family of your brand and then encourage them to subscribe to your newsletter. Let's just look at an example. So when we click on this, so this shows an example of the messages you are going to send, and here you can always customize. And then here as well, it showcases different products that you are selling within your store. So you could customize this. You can click on open editor and you could go ahead and customize this as you deem fit in terms of the colors, in terms of the write-up, the font. You can do all of that here. And one good thing about Everbee is it takes you to Etsy guidelines, because some people argue, does Etsy allow you collect customers' email? Here you could click to open the guideline to see that you could pick up or you can collect customers' email once they choose to subscribe to your email list. So this is one of those processes that you need to put in place as you start selling on Etsy, so you can start building your customer base, have your own customer emails. Peradventure something happens, you always have a backup plan. This leads me to the third strategy: create a social media presence, because this is a way for you to soundproof what you are doing. Let me show you an example. At the beginning of this video, I told you that I'll be showing you different businesses that are implementing the strategy and you understand better what I mean. So I've talked about this particular brand in my last video. If you haven't seen that video of products you could sell on Etsy in 2024, you could check that video out. This particular brand, Nurse in the Making, you could see that they have made over 213,000 sales on Etsy. but check out what they have done. Just before I check out what they have done on social media, let's see how much this store has made since the inception. According to Alora, this store has made over $6 million in revenue, though they have been open for quite a while. They opened since 2019, and you could see that in terms of their monthly revenue, they make about $116,000 every given month, meaning they are crushing it. They're doing really well. But check out what they have done on social media. Now let's go over to their YouTube channel. You could see that not just do they have a store on Etsy, they started making content on YouTube. Now, this is just you creating double income for yourself. As you can see, they have over 119k subscribers and they have posted quite a lot. And according to Social Blade here, they make over 1,200 per month on YouTube. Coming into their YouTube channel and click on link, you could see that they have TikTok, you could see that they have Instagram, and you know that you can monetize some of this content on these platforms. Let's look at their TikTok account, and you could see that they have over 1.1 million subscribers just on the same type of product. So you could see that they're building an ecosystem around their business, that if anything happens to their Etsy store, they have a backup plan in terms of their social media accounts. They have their customers that you can direct to another place, which I'll be talking about in the next couple of strategies. Now, before I move into another strategy, let's look at one more shop that is doing really well on Etsy, which is called Happy Downloads. This store has made over 185,000 sales on Etsy, and you could see that they sell basically digital planners. According to Alora, this store has made over $1.8 million in revenue. They have been open for quite a while, since 2014. And then, as you can see, their monthly revenue is about $15,000 every given month. And now, just to check out their social media, you could see that they also have a YouTube channel and they have over 557k subscribers, and they're doing really well. Their videos tend to get a lot of views. Now, checking Social Blade to see how much they actually make. Social Blade is estimating that they make between 4.1k dollars every month to $65,000 every month. I know for a fact that some of these numbers are way lower than what these channels are making. So this is another stream of income aside your Etsy. This takes me to the first strategy, would be sell your proven products. When you have built in some form of traction on Etsy, sell those proven products on other platforms. I have a video on this channel that talks about 6 alternative platforms where you could sell your products aside Etsy, because that way you are spreading out. So you could check out that video. I'll also link it in the card above or in the description box below. Also, not just on those platforms, you could also sell your product on YouTube as well, because YouTube gives you the opportunity to sell products if you want to. These particular brands are not selling their products on YouTube, but you can link that as well, and you can also do that on TikTok. And then finally, one of the other strategies I'll be talking about is create your own website. Let's go back to the first brand that I talked about, which is Nothing in the Making, and you could see they have their own brand. Basically, they are pointing all the traffic they have from all the social media platforms to their website, and I'm sure they have an email marketing linked to this as well, which keeps bringing the customers back. You could see here, you could also subscribe to their email list. So you could see how these brands has built an ecosystem that generates the money time and time again, even if they're not selling on the Etsy platform. And as well as the Happy Downloads, they also have their own website, which they drive all the traffic to, so that their subscribers or their followers can also make purchases on their platform. As you can see here as well, they have an email list set up that they could use to give out freebies, and in exchange for people's email, and they could always email message them, and they have control over these resources. These are the things I wanted to share in terms of strategies. And as you could see that these brands has built an ecosystem around their businesses. Building a brand like these is not an overnight endeavor, but making efforts to have a backup plan in place would help you sleep better at night, knowing that you don't have all of your eggs in one basket. And above all, you are making more money from every aspect of the ecosystem you have built for your brand. I personally intend to use these strategies for my business in 2024 and beyond. Let me know what you think about these strategies. Which stage have you implemented? What are your challenges? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. And also, to keep in touch with all the interesting content lined up for this channel, do not forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notification to know anytime a new video goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.